You might have been wondering, where did the auto exposure lock go in the DJI Fly app? Long-term subscriber of the channel Skycam Video reached out to me the other day in the comment section to figure out how to lock the exposure, because he finally gotten around to update to the latest version of the DJI Fly app. I can't remember when they took it away, but in the past it was possible through a little locking icon that was positioned somewhere in the upper corner of the screen to lock the exposure. So when you are flying around and the light conditions were changing, the image would not change accordingly. Especially if you're flying through a tunnel or something like that, where you have a very rapid shift in the light conditions, you would see that this will have a major impact on your footage, that you'll be able to lock the exposure. Even though I responded directly to him, I thought it would be a good chance to make a video to show that the functionality is still there. You just need to access it in a different way. The first technique that I want to show you works on both iOS and Android, and that involves programming the function button on the remote to lock and unlock the exposure. So let's just start by placing the square here on my hat and use that as an example. We start by pressing the three dots in the upper right corner, and then we select Control, and then we scroll down to the section where we can customize the function button. And the way that this works is that I can program this function button so it does something when I do a single tap, and I can make it do something else when I do like a double tap. And in this case, I have used the single tap for turning on and off the auxiliary light. And this is the one that I'm gonna change for using it for exposure, lock and unlock. So if I go out here now, see if I press it a single time, I will get a lock directly in the center of the square that is positioned on top of my head. I can unlock it again by simply doing a single press. So that's very, very easy when you are flying around to lock and unlock the exposure using that technique. By the way, the black cap that you see in the image is new merchandise available on the channel. In case you're interested in getting your own Tech Drone Media cap, I've included a link in the description below. If you decided to purchase one, send me an image and then I will happily post it in the community feed. If you are an iOS user, you get an additional option to do it directly on the screen, not occupying the function button on the remote. And the way that you do that is simply just holding down on the square, and then the locking icon will appear wherever you have long pressed the screen. You can remove the exposure lock by repeating the same operation by long pressing the screen, and then it will simply go away and you can move it to a different location. So I hope that clarifies how you lock and unlock the exposure using the DJI Fly app. This will work for all DJI drones using the Fly app. I don't know why they changed it, but now you know how to use that feature. Do you have any additional good tips that you want me to cover here on the channel that you want to share with the rest of the drone community? Then either write it directly here in the comments or send me an email at techdronemedia@gmail.com. I really love getting these direct mails from you guys with stuff that I can share with the rest of you. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.